I'm live. It's saying I'm live. So let's go and quickly do a microphone check and see how we go. And then I'll do my intro, okay? Volume's over there. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3.
Volume's over there.
Beautiful. Turn it down. Now, last week, those who have a bit of a technical ear, you might have noticed a slight cracking pop. Because I've got the new computer and it's got Windows 10, there are a glitch with the sound devices and I had to change a setting. I've changed that, so hopefully this week we won't get no popping at all. Last week had a slight pop, but the camera's working fine, the cable's working fine, everything else like that. And I did a live on my laptop, but I forgot to change the setting in there. So the last live I did in the studio with the laptop, there was some slight cracking and popping in that as well. So I'll iron that out for next live. Right. G'day, Ianapolis here, your acrylic guru from Australia. Welcome to my Friday night live, where I come live once a week to connect with the other half of my channel, which is you, the subscriber, the follower, the audience, user the other half, okay? And this is where we get to connect, ask questions, and I say hello to as much as I can in the chat when you allow me to catch up with you, okay? We've got Eileen Carouse in there at the moment, and Lisa Carroll, here, and good morning, Ian. I have to run my pup to the vet, but we'll be back in second half. Everyone behave till I get back. Okay, so I'm a bad reader, aren't I? Shocking reader. Okay, good luck at the vet. Hope they don't sting you too much, all right? And I'm just setting everything up here while we get going. Now, also, I just need to put this link into the Facebook as well. So while we wait for some people to come into the room, I'll just put this in there as well. There we go. Bang. Oh, that's one done. And the other one. And then we'll get on with the show. How's everyone been? Everyone have a good week? Got me kettle there, me cuppa, ready to rock and roll. Okay, there we go. So I can close them off. I don't know where my phone is. There it is there. Hopefully it doesn't ring, or I'll put it on. It's on silent mode. Okay, Isabel Dembski. Hello. Robert Flampson. G'day, mate. Hasib Khan. Good day, mate. Sir, how are you? Very good, Hasib. Lo Zenria, good morning. Robert Flampson, hello Lisa. And Christine Torre, good morning Ian from Michigan, USA, and everybody. I want to hold that there for a minute. What else am I doing? So I want to pour myself a cup of tea before I get started. Nothing beats a beautiful, fresh brewed cup of tea. Can you see? I'm not sure. I'm just getting a visual on how high my camera is. There we go. It's high enough. Now we get a few things addressed in this show, like the links in the description below, the paint brushes if you want to blend and get the paint brushes that I use, my art that's for sale, become a patron, all those things. And I've got some people I want to give a shout out to as well. So that's what we're going to do throughout the show, and also read some of your questions in the comments. And super chat is enabled, so if you like to support my content in this show, please hit the super chat and support me there with your funds as well. Okay, Eileen, I must say, Ian, I enjoy listening to replays of you and Reese Music Wicked. Oh, okay, yes, thank you very much. Yeah, that was a music video. We're just lip singing to that. And yeah, we had a lot of fun. We've done quite a few video clips, music clips, and they're good fun to make. Absolutely good fun. Where are we up to? Let's get back to there. I better get back to the show. Buenos Aires, hello, it's Barbara. I didn't oversleep this week. So glad I woke up in time. Good on you. Isabel Dembski, Michigan Yo. Obviously, you're in Michigan. Lisa Carroll, see you back in a bit, Robert. Behave, or it's the corner. Back in 30 minutes. Can Robert hang out for the next 30 minutes until Lisa Carroll gets back? Lisa Carroll, we'll see. Anyway, Vicky Perkins, hi Ian. Hope you're doing well. Well, I am doing well. Thank you for your hope, and I hope you're doing well as well. No strong cuppa, says Rob Flamson. Oh, it's strong enough for me. Barry Radburn, g'day, Bazza. Barry's saying g'day, mate. Cindy Greer, g'day, the lovely Cindy Greer. Hello, everyone. Greg Sexton, good morning, Ian and everybody. Has Steve, what is the difference between poster colour and acrylic? Well, most poster colour paints are acrylic. Acrylic is a water-based paint. Water, the brushes wash out in water. You can thin it down in water as well. Poster colour, I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that. If someone else in the room might be able to address that as well. Robert Flamson, okay, Lisa, see you in a bit. Lo Zen Ria. I have a cuppa of jasmine tea and enjoy your video. Thank you very much, Zenria, Lo Zenria. Robert Flamson, camera's looking great. Yes, it's the new Sony ZV-1. You can see it looks nice and clear. The sound's going well. Hopefully there's no popping. Do me a favour, Robert Flamson. If you hear just a slight crackle or pop, just say popping's still there. But if you don't say it, I know it's not there. Thumbs up, everybody. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. I can see we got 6 thumbs up, so hit the thumbs up, everybody. Difference between poster colour and acrylics. Robert Flamson, yes, sir, I can do that. Hello, Isabebe. I'm also a Michigander. Okay, whatever a Michigander is. Hello, Cindy. Mairead, hello from Canada. Enjoy your your informative painting videos. Thank you very much there, Mairead. Cindy Greer, hello, Robert. Mairead, hello from Canada. Great videos. Thanks. Now, hold off on your questions there. I want to thank a few people, give a couple of shout outs. These people became Patreons last week. And if you want to know what I'm posting weeks before it comes out on YouTube or in the art group on Facebook, anywhere, you are the first ones to see it on the Patreon platform. Hit the link below and become a patron. Now, Carol Montgomery, Cheryl Turner, Alexander Baker, Alicia Langston and Hanelli Hull. They all became patrons last week. They support me on my Patreon platform every month. Thank you very much for your support there. Much appreciated. And also had some super chat donations last week in the last super chat, in the last live shows that I've done. And that was from the lovely Chastity Root and Chris Duffy. Thank you very much for your support there in your super chat donations. Much appreciated, people. Oh, excuse me. Hang on a minute. Tea, it gives me the burps and the coughs, doesn't it? Barry Bradburn, here we go. Poster colour or poster paint is a watered down version of the tubed acrylic paint. Hester Venter, hello everyone. Thanks Ian. Enjoy your videos. Thank you very much, Hester Venter. Kristen Teray. A Michigander is someone who lives in Michigan. There you go. Thank you for the education there, Kristen Teray. Cindy Greer. I started a picture and mudded it up. I painted over it and I can see the paint under it. What do I need to do? Well, I don't know what you painted over it with, but I would have gave it a few coats of white gesso, the chalky, dry white paint. Then you're ready to paint over it again. That's what I would have done. Robert O'Neill. G'day, Robert O'Neill. No, sorry, Roberta O'Neill. Do forgive my reading. It is shocking. It's not the best reading. Good morning from Vermont. I'm Roberta, not Robert, even though my mum wanted a boy and was going to name me Robert. She never got her boy, only us 3 girls. Well, you 3 girls can marry some boys and bring 3 son-in-laws to the mother. How's that? Kathy Ward. G'day, Kathy Ward. How are you? Hello from Memphis, Tennessee. Greg Sexton. I love the dolphin picture behind you. One of my favourites. Oh, yes, that's just a little print photo that I cut out of it there. Yeah, I just cut that, not cut out, but I printed it on photo paper that size. And yeah, it's one of my favourite paintings as well. I do believe the original has been sold, but all my paintings, you get prints the same size as the paintings, the A3 size, and that's a print there. All the paintings that are sold, you can also buy beautiful prints, okay? Any painting you want. Apana Mogray or Mogra. The retarder that you use is very liquid. It's like baby oil consistency, but what I get here is a gel. Do they both work the same? I've never used a gel. I only use the one that you see me using, so I cannot say how the gel works. Give it a go on a bit of a practice and see if it's going to work for you the way it works for me. And if it does work, well, that practicing would answer your question. How's that, eh? Jerry Powell. Good evening, Jerry Powell. Lovely Jerry Powell's in the room here, and her moonbeams are kissing my dreams. Hello, Jerry. G'day, Guru, and all in the group. Time to chat about anything. Yeah, you can chat about anything you want. The art, what I do within my channel, about my videos, anything. Do you like me new thumbnails? I'm spitting out some new thumbnails, all right? Robert Flamson, still have not seen you in the chat room, mate. I know, I tried it once. I can't work it out. I'll get there one day, though. Tara Hoyt. G'day, Tara Hoyt. How you going? Hello from Maine, all the way from Maine. And Vicky Perkins. The prints are a great idea. Yeah, they've been around for a while. I don't have any here. But, yes, so if go into the links in the description below. I'll just tell you what links are there. There's the PayPal link. That's what you use to buy the blending brushes. If you want to purchase the blending brushes or one of my YouTube paintings or a print of one of the YouTube paintings. And the good thing about it is when you buy one, they have the sticker on the back telling you what tutorial it is, and you can always go back and watch it being recreated. There's the merchandise underneath this video. Check out if you want cups, towels, hoodies, leggings, pillows, you name it. Have a check out what's on the online store there. There's my Facebook page. You message me there if you want to say, Ian, how can I buy this painting or this print or those brushes? That's where you message me, and they're all done payments through PayPal. Also with the PayPal, people have been asking to buy the brushes. I've given the details. Yeah, send your money through PayPal, but some of them you don't know until you know. They're sending a request. So with PayPal, just for those who don't know, if you send a request, that is you requesting, say, me for the money. But you want to send money to me if you're buying something. Do not send a request, okay? There's Reese's Art and Music channel there. There's my art that's for sale. You'll go there and it'll take you to my album on my Facebook page. It just shows you all the art that's available for sale. Ianapolis Art Network, which is my Facebook group. There's some bloopers. There's a traceables relevant to my YouTube channel, and there's also Google Translate. Greg Sexton, the gel works great too. I've used both. Well, there you go. Greg Sexton, he's used both. He's used the liquid and the gel. Haseb, no, I'm pretty sure it's Hasib Khan. We want to learn figure from you, sir. We want to learn figure. You're going to have to try and, Asib, just explain a little bit more in detail. Take your time and write it. Tell me what you mean you want to explain a figure from me. What figure do you want me to explain? Thanks, Greg, says Apana. Robert, I'm still having a nightmare with rocks. Yeah, rocks just, mate, so long as you got the darks in there. Cindy Greer, Robert, are they chasing you in your dreams? Now, people are buying the blending brushes that I use in my tutorials. They blend clouds the way I do in acrylic. And what you get a 2-inch, you get a 1-inch, and you get the 2-inch putter on a brush. This does a few things just within itself. It puts the brush on, no mucking around. It irons it down nice and smooth. When you give it a bit of a wipe, you can do so much with this brush. You can waterify the water. Watch how I use it in my videos. If you're an avid follower of mine and want to learn how to use this putter on a brush. Now the putter on a brushes to this date are $45 US, and that includes, that gets them to your house no matter where you live in the world. And that price is made up of just buying the brushes, the postage, which is the bulk of the money, and the postage, I mean the labeling and all the labeling and the wrapping and everything that goes to making the product to get to you. Okay, I don't make nothing out of the brushes. I do try and make something from a painting, or when I'm going live to get the super chats out there as well. Okay, Robert Flansom, I read that one. You're welcome. Apana. Ian, my 8-year-old son is also a great big fan of yours. He recently painted the trees with the fence and it looks great. Well, you'll have to tell me who your son's name is and I'll give him a big shout out there, Apana. Aline Carouse, hello, Jerry. Maya Shanzez, good morning, watching from Mexico. Thanks for sharing your techniques. Blessings. Thank you very much, Maya, and you're welcome. It's people like you that appreciate it, that keep me doing what I'm doing. Okay, it works both ways. Robert Flansom, yeah, Cindy, getting better but sometimes they are a nightmare. Apana Mogra is saying Abinav. Now, what was that? Lucky I clicked to what you were saying. Abinav is your 8-year-old son. Hello, Abinav. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Apana, that is my son's name. Gotcha. Luxter, hello, Ian. Kikini, watching from south of the river of WA2. Kathy Ward, do you ever do live tutorials? Yes, I do every Wednesday. Keep a lookout in the group. I post the link straight up in my art group when I'm going live. Turn all your notifications on, hit the notification bell when you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure when you sign into your device, you got notifications for that app turned on as well. Cindy Greer, cloud's still giving me nightmares. On paper practice, I do good. On canvas, snot. Oh, you have to practice on canvas then. Get some canvas and practice. Buenos Aires, I purchased Ian's blending brushes and they are wonderful, especially the putter on a brush. With your instructions and your brushes, my clouds are getting better. Yes, they will. I mean, some people say my clouds look nothing like yours. I've been painting for, I don't know, 6 or plus more years now, and I put a lot of time and effort developing the clouds the way I do them in my tutorials. I slap them together quite quickly, but it took me a while to get where I am getting them that way, and it'll take you a while as well. So that's why I always say practice, okay? Because some people, they buy the brush, they watch a couple of tutorials, and they expect to do them just as good as me, but it doesn't work that way. You got to crawl before you walk. Okay, and then let time and practice come together and you'll develop your clouds just like me. I mean, I see people doing clouds way better than me and I'm like, whoa, but I'm stuck in my zone now teaching you all how to do things, and you can evolve from there and go into more advanced. Pearl Henry, good morning, Ian. Watching from Trinidad and Tobago, learning from you and having fun. Good on you, Pearl. Tom from the UK, Cornwall. G'day, Tom. Luxter, is it every Wednesday, Ian? I do a live painting every Wednesday, but I don't know what time. Okay, just turn your notifications on. When I go live, you'll get a ping. Hit your notification bell. You'll get a ping when I go on, when I put up a video or when I go live, okay? Debbie, good morning. Debbie Brooks is saying good morning from Ontario, Canada. G'day all the way from Canada there. Luxer, how do you get that shimmer on the water, Ian? It's so hard. Just practice with it with your toothbrush, whichever one you're talking about. Watch it a few times and see how I've done it, and that's a procedure you've got to practice. Everything takes practice and planning. Even a brush. Practice how you're going to use that brush, how you're going to load it, how you're going to get the paint from the brush to the canvas, if you've got to wipe it when you're blending, whatever. Everything takes time. Then you can do a painting. We're all guilty of it. We buy our brushes and our paints and our canvases, and we just see someone paint, I want to paint that, and then we're going for a good old painting journey, and all of a sudden we go, oh, mine doesn't look that good. What's wrong? Because you need to understand that you've got to practice procedures with everything, okay? Hasib Khan. Portraits learned from you, sir. Thanks. Thank you very much. You've learnt portraits from me. I've done some black and white portraits. Portraits learnt from you, sir. Thank you. All right. I'm assuming you're thanking me for learning some what I've showed you how to do some portraits. Now, do remember portraits, not everyone can do portraits. Don't feel bad if you can't do it. Even Bob Ross could not. He admitted he couldn't do portraits. Luxter, what size fan brush do you use for the clouds, Ian? I use different sizes, but they're hog bristle. They're firm. They're not soft, watery ones. And I use one about that wide at the fan and some a bit smaller. No certain size. I wouldn't even know the number of the brush if it had a number on it. It's full of paint. Good morning from Florida. Ian says Marion Studer. G'day, Marion. Okay, thanks, Ian, says Luxstar. Sherry Man, thank you so much for your tutorials. I am 70, good on you, and just started painting. You have inspired me. God bless. Thank you very much, Sherry Man. Thanks, Ian, says Luxstar. Margaret Lee, g'day, Margaret Lee. Hi, Ian and everyone from Ireland, all the way from Ireland. Yeah, portraits are hard, Ian. Yes, they are. What do? I will admit, I can do a portrait, but only in black and white shades, grey tones. In colour, I end up making it look like abstract. So if you want to cheat like me, get your black and white and get a grey, make 3 tones of grey, a light, medium and a dark tone. And then you got your white and your black to give it the depth and the highlights. Get any picture that you're going to practice a portrait on, and there's so many things on the computer, you convert them to black and white. Make it brighter or duller depending, so you can see the different shades of grey within it, and then bang. That's a lot easier to copy instead of getting, like, look at my face, all these pinks and deep reds and browns and, skin tones. And, like Asians have a yellow tone in their skin tone colours of the red and the whites. Let's say the African Indians, they might have a browner tone in theirs. You get all these different skin tones. Look up how to do skin tones if you want to do coloured portraits. But if you want to do them a lot easier than normal, start with black and whites. I've done a few in my videos there. You'd have to scroll through the videos. There is a link that says my videos. If you hit that, it'll bring you to all my videos. I've got over 420 odd in there, and you can just see the different subjects and the variety of different types of work. Some are easy, some are hard, some look wonderful, some look absolute weak and crappy, but hey, I'm trying to please everybody here within from the beginner to turning into an advanced beginner. Okay. David Haynes, greetings from Greensboro, North Carolina. Ordering your brushes sets today. Okay, so YouTube link. Send $45 US, but message me on Facebook anyway, and I'll send you the link and everything there. And then make sure your address is correct, because whatever address you give me, that's where they get sent. And I will not be liable if you have not remembered to change your address. If your address has changed, that's solely up to you. And why I say that, because one customer a few years ago, she bought a painting and it just didn't come. And I said, well, you should have got it by now. And so I showed her from her PayPal account, her address was her old one and she'd since moved, but she didn't change it in there. And I said, well, this is the details she gave me. And she goes, oh, silly me, I forgot to change my address. So that's why I bring this to your attention. Luxter, we'll have a look at your portraits. Good on you. Tom. To resize photos and print and copy. Tom, you said Rapid Resizer is good website to resize. Yes, you need to, when people have printers and you need to print out a traceable, you need to experiment how to get them to the size of the canvas you're going to put them on. Eileen Carouse has got a big sentence here. Just let me have a mouthful of my tea. Oh, beautiful. I'm quite happy tonight. I've been given some lessons to a lovely student of mine, and she's invited me out for dinner tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to take the new camera there, get some good shots, good scenery shots, and have a lovely dinner. It's going to be great. Eileen Carouse, I have to admit, I do a lot of clouds watching ever since I started painting 2 years ago. Clouds are very frustrating. Yes, they can be, can't they? That fluffy little white thing in the sky can be so difficult, can't it? All the formations, movements and depth, interesting at times to see animals, etc. Yes, I always look at clouds. I'm very fascinated with clouds and the colours they show. Tony Arrowsmith, good afternoon, all from Warwickshire, England. And Marion Studer. I finally stopped dabbing with my clouds, Ian. Finally learnt how to use a better brush. Yes, I use the fan brush to stamp the footprint of the cloud on, but you might find it better using a round or a filbert, whatever. You just got to put the footprint of the cloud on and learn how to blend it to get dull and light, bits in front and bits behind, all that happening within a cloud. Cheers, Ian, says Luxter. Cindy Greer. I'll read that in a minute. I'm just going to pour myself another cup of tea because I haven't had any dinner tonight yet. It's 8:30 in the evening here, Friday evening, and it's Friday the 13th today, isn't it? Hope everyone's not superstitious. I know I'm not. So I'll get this cup of tea going. So Cindy Greer's got something I can read, just a little bit of sugar for the guru. I'm working on 216 at the moment. Love your new tutorials, but also have older ones. You have an awesome personality. Love it. Thank you very much there, Cindy Greer. You're beautiful. Thank you very much. Yeah, if you look at some of my older videos to now, they are evolving. They're getting a little bit more better. Now I've got this better camera as well. I'm still trying to learn with this autofocus on it. I've been doing some more research and I've got to try out some more little touch focusing and all that, because sometimes I'm getting frustrated when I got the camera down onto the palette. Sometimes it's pulsing in and out. I'm like, it's just a frustration, but such is life. Luxter, oh wow, that's good. Where are you going, Ian? I'm going to a friend's house for dinner in South Perth, and I'm just looking forward to it, that's all. Peggy Sterling, I finally got the proper craft paint, Sargent, from Walmart to mix with the retarder. Now I need to practice getting the proper ratio. Yeah, well, the more retarder you put in it is only going to keep it wet longer. That's all. You don't have to try and get the right ratio to make it work. You can use just the clear, the craft paint on its own. If you only got a little bit and you're going to quickly put one cloud on, you'll have enough time to do it. It's not going to dry on you. But when I'm painting the size of the canvases that I do, and I'm doing the sky, I put the retarder in and it keeps it wet longer, so I can add the yumminess and the tickle the tops and this weather within the clouds, and it keeps it wet longer. But yeah, practice with how much to use, how much it's going to keep your paints wet. Excuse me, because different climates will dry quicker or slower. Chris Myers, hi Ian. G'day Chris, how you going? Luxa, oh yeah, didn't realise that, Ian. Lucky 13. Buenos Aires, I watched a documentary on Perth, Australia. Oh really? I wonder what was saying in that documentary. What a beautiful place. When I come back from Italy, my husband and I would love to visit Perth, and we would love to meet you if we come down, Barbara and Richard. You're absolutely welcome. I've had several people come and meet and greet with me. I'm open for that. You just simply, I don't know how things are going with COVID, but it's a bit difficult now. But anyway, when it does happen, you just simply message me and tell me when you're going to be in my capital city, and we can work out a time to have a little meet and greet. Absolutely. Luxter, what's a good printer to have, you reckon, Ian? An inkjet or a laser? I just use a black and white, this one here, which is a laser printer. Okay, it takes heaps of paper. It can print up to 3 reams before it runs out. I use that. I just print it in black and white. That's if I'm going to make a traceable. But other than that, I have a monitor now. The computer shows a lot of the luster, because back in the day, I was trying to print colourful painting photos to use as a reference, where now I use the computer and bring the picture up there, and it's sharp and vibrant. You can zoom in and out on it as well. It's great. Annette Sweeney, good morning, everybody. G'day, Annette. Good to see you here. Yes, Perth is a lovely place to visit, says Luxter. Annie Oakley. Hi, Ian. What did you do with the old camera? Maybe you could use it as your palette camera. There it is right there, charging up. I was using my iPhone for all my filming, okay, until I got the Sony ZV-1. Now, I'm not going to have 2 cameras going because that just doubles the time of editing. So this one's okay. Tom, do you paint any animals or just landscapes? I have problems to paint elephants. My friend requested to paint them because of the texture. I can't get it. Okay, Tom, if you go to the link below where it says my videos, click into there. I have over 400, and I've done quite a few animals. I haven't done an elephant, but I've done a horse, I've done zebra, I've done owls, I've done macaws, wolves, seagull, a dolphin, or the dolphin here, sea animals, turtles, eagle. You just have to go through my videos and scroll through the thumbnails and knock yourself out there with what I've done, okay? I want to get rid of that. Good morning, Annette says, oh, I heard that true, Ian. Good morning, Annette says Marion Studer and Shelley Arnold. Oh, hi from Adelaide. G'day, all the way from Adelaide. City of churches, they say, isn't it? Rebecca Backman. Good morning from California. Good morning, Rebecca. How you going, Rebecca Backman? Oh, yes, must have a look at your videos, Ian. Yes, knock yourself out there. Now, once again, I want to thank Chastity Roots and Chris Duffy for their super chat donations in the last live. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. And just remember, all my videos, they cost you nothing to watch. And those people that I do know there are some people that like to support me but don't have the actual monetary funds. Just simply watch my ads, and that is supporting me as well. Okay. Now I want to give a shout out to the latest patrons that jumped on board last week: Carol Montgomery, Cheryl Turner, Alexander Baker, Alicia Langston, and Hanelli Hull. Thank you very much. They were the latest patrons that jumped on board. Become a patron and you get to see in advance what I'm going to release on my YouTube channel and Facebook page. You get to see it days and sometimes weeks before everybody else does. They're the little perks you get. So if you want to get that perk, become a patron, okay? And those people that do PayPals, make sure when you're purchasing something, you send money. Don't send a request for money, because the request is you asking the other person for money, okay? So just know that. And I want to know what you think of my new thumbnails. I've been colourfuling them up a bit, colouring them up a bit. My goodness, trying to make them bright and vibrant. Tom says, thank you. Eileen Carouse, Ian, can you refresh us on depth of vision, please? Can you refresh us on depth of vision, please? Are you talking about a painting? Getting things in perspective, vanishing points, gives you depth and vision within your painting. Knowing in your sky how far clouds are away. Don't have them all the one size, otherwise it's just going to look like a flat curtain of clouds there. You want to try and work out how to get them look like they're coming over your head there. If there is anyone else that can help answer Eileen's question there, feel free and give her an answer there as well. And Annie Oakley, hi Annette. Love, hugs and kisses. Let me go back there. Love, hugs and kisses to everyone from Annette, Queensland, Australia. Mwah, mwah. And cyber hugs and kisses to you, Annette. Thank you very much. How do we become a patron, Ian? Says Luxter. Good question, Luxter. Just scroll underneath the video and you'll see underneath the video, there's some links in the description below the video, and you scroll down and you'll see Patreon. It's about it's the fourth one down. Hit the blue link writing, and it's self-explanatory. There's an orange tab to become a patron. You click that, you have your Visa card or your card associated that you want it to connect to. It's all safe. A lot of people have Patreon, and you become a patron, and there's a little dollar box there. It already has $1 in it. Now you can leave that dollar in there, or you can slide it to the amount you want to pledge every month. And let's say you put it to $5, $10, $3, whatever you pledge there, that's going to come out of your card every month, okay? And it supports my channel, and it helps people like me keep doing what we're doing, because not all of us can afford it from our own income or our own money, okay? Let's go back up here now. So hopefully that answered your question, Luxter. Donna K, hello from Brighton. G'day all the way from Brighton. Laura Lou, how are you? Laura Lou, hi Ian down under and all. Hope all is well. All's going good here, Laura Lou. We've got a super chat donation here from Rebecca Backman. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, sweetheart. Thank you very much for your super chat. Rebecca Backman, Rebecca. And then we've got one here from Kristen Tyree as well. Thank you very much. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, sweetheart, for your super chat donation as well. Now, if you want to knock off Rebecca or Kristen on the top and put a bigger super chat, that's what it's all about. Hit that grey dollar sign and make a bigger one there and have fun fighting who can put the most in there, okay? And it supports me. All right, thank you very much for that. And you will get a big shout out once again in next week's show as well. Everyone that supports my content, names are written down and they're shouted out in the following shows, okay? Hello, Laura Lou, Rebecca Backman, Chastity Roots. Mwah. Thank you very much for your super chat donation, Chastity Roots. Much appreciated. Luxter. Thanks, Ian. I will have a look. Good on you, Luxter. Now, Laura Lou saying good. Okay. How long have we been going for? Let me have a look here. 37 minutes. I've got the clock up there. I don't know why I'm looking at the other one. Eileen Carouse. Yes, we should all watch the ads in your YouTube videos. Absolutely, because those ads, that's where the revenue comes from YouTube to help creators like myself. It gives us a little bit of kickback, okay? I mean, there are some lucky people out there on YouTube. They make more than a good living on YouTube itself. It's fantastic. But, you know, I started my channel just accidentally, and it's evolved into what it is now. Love the thumbnails, Ian, says Cindy Greer. Thank you very much. What do some other people think of my new thumbnails? Robert Flansom, did you used to be a salesman, Ian? LOL. No, I did not. Why would you? Am I selling myself pretty well, am I? I've just been doing my channel for quite a while. I think I'm trying to work out what works for me and what might not. Kathy Ward, is there a tip for adding people in the distance versus in the foreground? Yes, the size. My good mate Len Hend, look him up on YouTube. He does a few. The horizon line is pretty much your eye level. So if someone is, I don't know if I can do it here or not. I'll try. Let's just say there's a boat there and a boat here, okay? Let's see if you can see that. The horizon line is the eye level, right? So see the front boat, the big boat, and see the little boat. Now, I'm going to add, if someone's standing up on the little boat, I just coloured in a blob there. And if you've got the same size boat, let's say they're higher boats. Now, that's how you see their heads. I've made their head to the height of the horizon line, okay? I'm just going to do one more thing here. Let's just say those black things are people. And if someone's standing on the shore there and someone's behind them, they might be standing here like that with their hand out waving at them. So you put that person about that big there, okay? That's a general way of working out how you can get people different sizes here, okay? Look, you need to look into videos of people that are doing videos like this and understand these things. Chastity Roots, I've missed most of this because I'm working. There's always the replay to watch there. Chastity. Kathy Ward, is there a tip for adding people? Oh, I read that one. Cindy Greer, do you have a tutorial on depth? Not specifically on depth, but I do have tutorials. If you'll just have to look at the thumbnails and you'll see, you might see what you're looking for, and have a look at those videos. Okay there, Cindy. Robert Flanson, baiting people to outdo each other. Oh, but when I started Super Chat, that's what they told me to do. You want to try and influence the people to outdo everybody. It's just what they tell me to do. I know what you're coming from, but yeah. And you will notice there are a lot of us, those YouTubers, we've got Super Chats now, we've got donations, and we like to have support because it keeps our channels going. We got to run all this with our own money, and any money that comes through is always added help, and it will always be appreciated. It won't be knocked back, okay? So that's why we ask for it in a polite way, though. And just remember, on the other side of that, all my videos, my light's playing up, cost you nothing to watch. There's no premiums. You don't have to join to pay to watch my videos. They're all for free, okay? And I told you that for nothing too, didn't I? Hello, Ian. Happy you are back to work, says Madeline Collara. Thank you very much. I'm happy to be back. John Cox. G'day, John. How are you? Hello, Ian. Hope you're well, very well. Hasib Khan gives a beautiful big love heart. Thank you very much for that. Luxter. Yep, I've watched the ads for some time too now. Good on you. Yeah, because some people, you just don't know, and you do get frustrated when you want to watch a YouTube video. You just can't wait to skip the ads. But if you really love that creator, do them a favor, or especially me, and watch me adverts. Don't watch other people's adverts unless they tell you to watch them, okay? What else did I have to talk about? Oh, back to the blending brushes. If you want to purchase the blending brushes I use, you get a 2-inch, a 1.5 inch, and you get the putter on a brush, $45 US, and that gets them to your house no matter where you live in the world, and that covers all the postage, handling, labeling, everything like that, okay? You message me on Facebook and say, Ian, how do I get the brushes? Or if you want to buy a print or one of my YouTube paintings, have a look in the link below, Art for Sale, what's available, and message me there and tell me which one you want to purchase, and I'll tell you in the message how to sort that out as well. Okay. Hello, Ian, says Ray Cranham. G'day, Ray. How you going, Cobber? Jennifer C. Williams Goodham. Jennifer C. Williams Goodham. Sure you got enough names there, Jennifer? Any advice on how to get back into painting after months of being away? You can probably watch people like me and just absorb what you're hearing and what you're seeing. You know, you can learn off the highest or even the lowest artists. You're always learning something every day. Watch people like me. Go and have a binge watch on a lot of my videos there, okay? And absorb it. And hopefully it'll get you in the mood to start getting your paints out or buying your paints and start creating and practicing art, okay? Good man, Luxor, says Eileen Carouse. Susan Turtle, Rob Flanson, You are great, Ian. Wish I lived closer so we could have a chat, says Robert Flampson. Good on you, Flammo. John Cox, your YouTube stuff, sorry, I do get tongue-tied a lot when we're live. Your YouTube stuff is world class, my friend. Thank you very much, John. I'm glad you like my tutorials there. Susan Turtle, hi, hope everyone is okay. I've always had problems with, excuse me, perspective, and go by the eye perspective. You'll have to learn a bit more on perspective. I've always been drawing before I got into art painting, so I've got a pretty good handle on how things need to be in perspective within the layout of the painting. You would have to look into that. There's other tutorials out there, and study that. If that's what you're having trouble with, go and study how to do perspective. Go to the YouTube search bar, type it in. I'm sure there's people out there showing how to do it. Okay, Luxton. Yeah, I do a lot of binge watching your channel, Ian. Thank you very much, Luxter. Thank you very much for that. Jan Davis, hi, Ian. Sorry I'm late, but old people need their rest. Yes, you do. If you do, we do. I understand what you mean. Ray Cranham, Ian, did you do a lesson how to paint a forest? My daughter wants me to do one. I'm pretty sure I have. I'll just go through how to paint a forest. There's so many I've done. Let me just have a scroll and have a look. There's different trees, there's lakes, forests, there's swamps, forest. Depends what your interpretation of a forest is compared to mine. You're going to have to go to my videos link under the video here in the description below. Click on the video so it'll bring up all my videos, and scroll through them until you find the one you think that's what you want to know how to paint. Okay, I'm just scrolling now. I could be here forever and a day, but there's just so many with trees in it. There's a good one here, 272, how to paint trees for a beginner live. That's not a bad one. It's just a row of trees in front of the sky, but it's not a basic row of trees. So you put that number in the YouTube search bar with my name, Ianapolis, press enter, and it'll bring you that up. Okay, so back to the stream here. Ray Crampton, did you do a lesson? So I hope that helped you, Ray. Here we got here, Madeline Collara. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, sweetheart. You get a big shout out next week as well. Thank you very much for your super chat donation there, Madeline. And she's saying thanks for your lovely tutorials. You're very welcome, Madeline. Thank you very much for that. And everyone else who gave a super chat in today's show, thank you again. And you will all get a big shout out in my next week's live. Luxter, where do you store your art canvases, Ian, that you've painted? Oh, I can probably, let me get this chair out the way and I can probably show you that. What I'll do, bear with me a moment and you can see. I'm just going to swivel the camera around. Get this there. Okay, so down there, see in the bottom of that bookshelf down there, they're all down there. That's where they are. I store them like a book. Let's get that there and that about there. Okay, so yes, I said thank you for Madeline Cholera for your super chat donation. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated, sweetheart. Let me do another. Just did another sound check there. That's where I store them at this moment. Luxter, how do you do rocks on a desert, Ian? I've done some deserty ones, but they're a bit older back. Rocks, like I said, you're going to have to scroll through my videos there and see which one it's going to tickle your fancy. There's just so many, but if I sort of know the number, here's one here. It's just a basic tutorial, a very basic one I did 3 years ago, 145. How to paint bushes and shrubs, but there's just a basic rock within that as well. Okay, that might help you out. There's 138, how to paint Wolf Creek. That's probably not too good of an example though, but yeah. Kevin Brownwell, sorry Ian, almost late joining. That's okay, Kevin, at least you're here. Good on you, mate. Will do, says Ray Cranham. Lisa Carroll is finally back. Took 50 minutes, didn't you, Lisa? There you go. Once again, thank you to Carol Montgomery, Cheryl Turner, Alexander Baker, Alicia Langston, and Hanelli Hull for becoming a patron supporter last week. Thank you very much for your support there. And last week's super chat donations was from Chastity Roots and Chris Duffy. This week's ones will be read out in the following week's show as well. Luxter, do you use palette knife or for your rocks, Ian? Not very often. I don't know. I'm mainly using a brush. Lisa Carroll, hello everybody again. Ian, hi Ian. How to paint brushes and shrubs. Ian, can you do a tutorial on flowers, shrubs and trees? Yes, I can. I'm looking into that, Lisa, because today when I got home into the studio, I was like, I've got to do a few more like knuckling down on certain things, like just how to paint a rock or how to paint a flower or how to paint this or that. I'm going to do some of those instead of just a full painting as well. So I'm looking into that, Lisa. Franca, hello Ian and everybody. Sorry I am late. I missed most of the show. Forgot it was Friday. We'll watch it later as well. Good on you. Barry Redburn, hello Lisa. Eileen Carouse, hello sweetie. Robert, Kevin Brownmore, they're all saying hello to Lisa now. Buonasera. Ian, by stacking my paintings like a book, do you find that the humidity will make them stick together? I had a small problem with stacking my paintings. Any advice you can give me? I stack mine like a book. I don't let them lean on each other. I try and keep them upright. And every other day, like I'm in here, I'll sort of pull them apart and put them back again. But if you just leave them, they can start to stick unless you can put something in between them. Gaps in between them like a rack or something. Lisa Carroll, looking forward in. Thank you for looking into that. Ian, Robert Flants, and rocks and more rocks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write it here, rocks. So obviously I would like to know how to paint rocks, and if I practice them and do them, I'm pretty sure I can show you as well. Hey, rocks, and Lisa Carroll wants rocks as well. Here we go, Susan Turtle. Mwah. Thank you very much for your super chat donation. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Thank you very much for that. Also, we'll say a big thank you to Madeline Collara, Chastity Roots, Kristen Tyree, Rebecca Bakeman, for your super chat donations earlier in the show as well. Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. Ray Cranham, only been using acrylics for 6 weeks now, just about getting used to them. Clouds still issues, but not most other stuff. Going good. So just practice your clouds. I'm pretty well, what would you say? You can't go wrong learning clouds from me, okay? If you want to do some good clouds, follow my way of doing the clouds. There are so many other artists out there showing you how to do clouds, but you work out who you want to follow and just follow one way, because if you've got too many ways in your head, you're going to get confused and you're not going to know how to do a cloud. Just follow one method, okay? Hey, Lisa, I'm getting jealous. Luxter, maybe Uluru. Ian, I've done Uluru there, Luxter. I did that one. Oh, how long ago did I do Uluru? I've done Uluru, but it wasn't a good one. I could have done it better than that. I don't know why I let it go like that, but some of my paintings are just disastrous. They're not the best in the world, but they are what they are. If you put Uluru, Ianapolis, I'm sure it'll probably come up somewhere along the line. I can't find it. I'm Scrolling forever and a day here now. No, I've passed it. Must be down here somewhere. Yeah, where are you? Illaroo. There's one, the how to paint water landscape, number 107. It's the water, it's the Ways rock in this the something Ways. I forget what it's called. And I'm just trying to find that Illaroo painting. Oh, I can't find it. I've gone past it again. Sorry. Type in Illaroo because these chats are going right up the board here. Hello, Jan. Still having trouble with them, Lisa. Cover your paintings in baking paper to protect them, yes, but if you're going to stack them on top, doesn't matter what you put between them. If they're going to start sticking, they'll stick no matter what you put between them. Susan Turtle just wanted a kiss. Good on you. If you want a kiss, I'm more than happy to give you a kiss, okay? And I'll give you a cyber hugs as well. So if you want a kiss, you just ask the guru for a kiss, and he's more than welcome to give you a kiss. Buonasera's, thanks, Ian. Good advice. Abrashi Bassi means hugs and kisses, Barbara. Okay. Hello, Cindy. Hi, Lisa. You're back. Super Chat is a kissing booth, Susan Turtle. Yes, it is. Susan Turtle, I know I was jealous. Chastity Roots, a kissing booth for us women. Robert Flampson for everybody. Eileen Carouse or Barry, where did that one go? I'm trying to catch up. Buonasera's. Thank you, Eileen. Great advice. I will do that. Thank you again, Barbara. Luxor. Okay, thanks, Ian. I will check it out. Yes, the Wave Rock. Hello, Cindy. Lisa. Ian does not blow kisses to fellas, but he gives them a man hug sometimes. There you go. Lisa Carroll. Ian, I want a kiss and a hug. There you go, Lisa. Big kisses and cyber hugs to you, sweetheart. Bought some plate racks to separate my paintings. Kristen Tyree. Now, there's a smart thing. That'll be the best way to do them. You know how they separate pizzas or plates? That's your only way to separate them. I've got too many to do that. That's Italian, Ian, for Barbara. Okay, you learn something new every day, don't you? Excuse me. I'm really frustrated that I couldn't find Illaroo painting. Every time I look for one, it goes past me. So what I might do, bookmarks, I'm just going to put it in the YouTube search bar. As Rock Ianapolis. Let's hope I spelled as Rock right. There it is. It's number 300. Number 300. So put in 300 Ianapolis and it'll bring you as Rock. And there's one right under it. How to paint rocks, water, and trees. You can do it. There's number 400. Okay, that's not a bad one. Yeah. And I've got some beach scenes with some rocks on them. Some of my early ones are a bit cartoony looking, but they're getting better as I evolve. Can you do the Cabanas in Margaret River, please, Ian? I'll have to look into that, Luxter. Susan Turtle, I use plates. I use racks, Toto stacks, and dry my oils painting. Buonasera's. Ian, can I have a kiss and a hug too, says Barbara. Kisses and hugs to you, cyber hugs to you, Barbara. Buonasera's. Mwah, mwah. Franca, brilliant idea, Kristen. I will look into that. 300, thanks, Ian. So do I, Lisa. Thanks. Yeah, says Luxter. Okay. Okay, we've been going for about an hour, so I'm going to start wrapping this up. If you have no more questions, I'm going to start wrapping this show up. I like to keep it to go for about an hour, and then you've got a decent, hopefully, replay to watch. You can also hang smaller paintings, and clip them at the top. All right, so just remember, where are we? I'll be here this time again next week to do my Friday night live. And if you like what I'm doing, you make sure you tell your friends. But if you don't like what I'm doing, well, hey, you go and tell everybody, all right? Goodbye, good luck, and good on you.